Bafsk Cave. Treasure chest. Okay, this map function is a godsend. Thank you, Pixel Remaster. Oh, I didn't mean to use it on that. Fuck. What a waste. Here comes all the poisons. Longsword. I don't need that anymore. I got a mithril one. Ambushed. Preemptive strike. Wow, even with Protect 5, I still take 10 damage. That's a lot. I wonder if I'll run out of mana before I get in there. It's counterintuitive for me to conserve mana though. Stats get better as I use your abilities. Thanks for the follow, Lisa. Hello. It's going pretty okay. Can't say that I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy II right now. since I'm playing it blind, doing all of the magic systems and whatever is a little interesting and new for me. But I'm still having a good time, just being able to play all the games. Oh, a 100% run. On the Pixel Remaster, or are you playing a different version? I know a lot of people like the PSP version, but I decided to play the Pixel Remaster for the good old SNES feel, but... yeah, I'm pretty certain everyone, like, universally agrees that, like, the PSP version is the better one, but... I really wanted to just get that old feel from the Pixel Remaster one. I'm also not sure if it's the harder one. I think people talked about it being harder. Like, I don't think you have this, like, map that just basically tells you what the dungeon is for you. Yeah, definitely the harder one. I don't think it's a bad thing. But considering my main purpose is just to kind of play through all the games, it doesn't really hurt to just try and get them done with as minimal pain as possible. Would be the ideal. Yeah, so I'm on like a gauntlet run of basically playing every single Final Fantasy game, including like the side games, like the After Years for 4, Crisis Core for 7, all the 13s. What else is there? Oh, even Revenant Wings for 12. So I'll be playing a lot. But since I don't want this to be the project I do until I die, yeah, I'm just doing a quick playthrough. Not a quick playthrough, but a playthrough of each one with minimal effort. Does it? I actually think that the worst encounter rate I've experienced so far is actually Final Fantasy 1. Because so far, I haven't had too many encounters, and the fact that I can use AoE like spells right off the bat, great. I don't think you were here for this, but my Final Fantasy 1 run, I basically went with Ninja, Monk, or Master, I guess, Knight, and White Mage, so I had no AoE spells at all. So I had to kill everything one by one with physical hits. So anytime I ran into like 9 enemies, it was misery. I also committed myself to fighting everything, so yeah, it was pretty rough. I think I completed Final Fantasy 1 in 10 hours. I got lost a lot, because I'm doing blind runs of all these games. So I got lost for a while, but I think if I had used the Black Mage, I probably could have cut like 2 hours worth of time, minus the getting lost part. But yeah. Like, the amount of encounters in 1 is insane, and the amount of, like, multi-unit encounters is insane. And the fact that I only had 1 magic user, it was just rough. 5 and 6. I've actually never heard anything about 5. I feel like 5 and 2 were the games that no one talks about. So, I don't know if it's, like, a niche favorite pick, but... You're gonna do blind, partly blind for 5 as well. Are you doing the PSP version for that as well, or the Pixel Remaster? Oh, you played it years ago? Yeah, I played Final Fantasy 1 as a kid? Preteen? Teenager? On, I played it on Dawn of Souls, so not the Pixel Remaster version, but like the Dawn of Souls version when I was really, really young. So when I played it again last weekend to finish it up, I really didn't remember a single thing of where to go for certain stuff, so it made me realize that maybe I was smarter as a kid than as an adult, because I legitimately couldn't for the life of me figure anything out. Like, I couldn't figure out where I was supposed to go after I beat the Earth Fiend. So I was like, where am I supposed to go? They tell you nothing about where to go. You just beat the Earth Fiend, and they're like, hey, we really need you to kill the other fiends. Good luck finding them, I guess. And then just off on your way. Yeah, but that was suffering. I was lost for a very long time. I think a solid 35 minutes trying to find out where to go. Oh, and also finding the airship. I forgot where the airship was in FF1 as well, so it was just wild. You're too late. The Dreadnought is complete. I've been working behind the scenes to see the project through to completion. End your resistance. Kneel before your Emperor. It is the only alternative left to you. Consider what I've said. When the time comes, we will meet again. Okay. And now this guy comes out. Looks like you came all this way for nothing. See for yourselves. And laugh and leave. Yeah, it does make the game really easy to explore, because you can just kind of find everywhere you need to go next, and then you can just come back. What the fuck? Is it just bombing the shit out of every city as it passes by? What the fuck? Okay. I should probably double check if everyone's alive. Oh, you're gonna use some guide. Oh, you're doing 100% runs of those as well? I'm assuming you'd have to use a guide if you wanted to 100% something. You found a pass in the chest. Pass gets me onto the Dread. Oh, you've never played FF6. Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about FF6. A lot of people talk about how much that's like, I think pre-3D animation from like 7, I'm pretty sure a lot of people say 6 is like their favorite game. So I'm really excited to get there at some point. Yeah, I'm really curious to see if I'll agree with that. As basic as it sounds, I do have nostalgia glasses for Final Fantasy VII, since the entire thing that got me into the Final Fantasy franchise was watching my cousin play and beat 7 on PlayStation 1 way back when it came out. But yeah, I think 7 had a good story, but I've never played 6. Actually, I've never played and beaten any of them besides the original 12 and 1 Dawn of Souls. And I play Final Fantasy 14 pretty religiously, so outside of those, I haven't really beat any of them, so finding out the stories would be really cool. I already have the battle music from 6 stuck in my head. Nice. Alright, where am I trying to go back to? They bombed Altair, and they bombed... Where the hell is it on the map? Paloom, so I need to check out Paloom first. I only know the opening scene from 6, because I see it all the time. Like the mechs walking through the snow. Like, I see that everywhere, so that's pretty much all I know. I played Dissidia, the very first one on PSP, so I know Terra is in the game because she's the representative from that game in Dissidia, but outside of that, I don't know too much else about that game. Oh, and Kefka, obviously, because that's classic. Yeah, but I think the blind playthroughs and will be fun, for me at least, just trying to get the story done, because I'm not 100%ing the game. Because not only will I be able to learn the story blind, but I'll also be able to get that feeling of when people first played the game and were just wildly confused. Because I do want to be able to judge the games based on whether or not, like, do like a tier list and judge whether or not I think the games were good and actually gave any kind of information of how to do anything, because this game, in my personal opinion, does a terrible job of explaining anything to you. So yeah. I wonder how much stuff I'm gonna miss in 6 then, since I won't have a guide. I'm wondering if I'll just like miss a bunch of content without knowing. We were attacked by the Dreadnought. They're dead. They're all dead. Does he still offer boat rides even though everyone's dead? Wow, he seems very peppy for someone who just watched everyone die, or whatever. Oh shit, I didn't mean to leave. Anyone in this house still alive? Yep, everything still functions even though everyone died, apparently. Oh wow, there's literally no one left in the city. Anyone still in here? Nope, just Sid. Yeah, get me back to... Oh shit, 700 gil to Altair? Fuck that. I'm just gonna take the boat and walk. Alright. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, Jesus Christ. Alright, yep. Get me on the boat. Is everyone dead here too? Oh no, he's gonna talk. I'm hurt bad. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Okay, so he's basically dead. The Dreadnought attacked and destroyed the entire town. Yep, everyone's dead. Gotcha. Let's get magic up. Why is he walking around when he's not gonna me? I honestly have no idea. So far, the characters in this game are pretty funny, because I know that Scott, when he died, he like got up and then he just like keeled over and died right in front of me. I know it's supposed to be one of those like, oh, I fought and died for my people, but it was just more funny than anything to watch like his 2D model just kind of like keel over and die while standing up in front of me. Alright, everyone got pretty fucked up here. Is anyone in here? What was this? Oh, this is the sanctuary. Alright, let's see. Going in here. Oh, they're having a meeting. There's a man in Poft named Sid who might know if the Dreadnought has any weaknesses. Sid was the first person to ever build an airship, and the Dreadnought's not really anything but a big airship, right? I just talked to Sid. He told me I have to pay for it. I like the story of this game because it has nothing to do with the crystals. That's true. I do want to mention there's a lot of parallels to Star Wars in this, though. I mean, you're a rebel, you're fighting the Empire, and they're building a giant ship to destroy everything. Just saying. Prince Gordon's disappeared. I wonder where he could have gone. Dreadnought attacked, but at least our hideout is still safe. There's a little kid. Everybody who was outside is dead. Okay. If we won't destroy the Dreadnought, the casualties will only mount. We'll stay here and hold out until you return. Return what? Please, Lord, save our king. I'm scared. Altair wasn't spared the dreadnought's assault. Lucky for us, the hideout wasn't harmed. The townspeople were taking refuge here. Obviously, the task is more than you can handle. What? How's that my fault? After all that, they finished the dreadnought anyway. Incidentally, I believe the king had something to tell you. Oh, did she have anything to tell me? Oh, that's the queen. Many were wounded in Dreadnought's attack. The shock has even caused my father's condition to take a turn for the worse. I hate that my father has to see this. He knows. He knows his death is near. Is there nothing you can do, Minwu? All those who live must someday die. It is our fate. Still, it is my duty as a White Wizard to ease the pain of those who suffer. I shall remain here and devote myself to the care of the wounded. I take my leave of you. The fate of the world rests on you, Furion. Waste no time in destroying the Dreadnought. I wish they made PSP remakes of 5 and 6. I agree, but I mean, I guess they decided that a pixel remaster is all they really felt like doing, so that might be what we're stuck with. Father's condition has improved a great deal thanks to Minwu. Ask. Dreadnought? The allies are taking the Dreadnought's attack. Learn. There's no key terms to learn. Airship? Question mark? Mithril? Question mark? Wild Rose? Question mark? Alright. Let's go talk to the king. The king's illness goes far beyond the physical. There's little I can do. Ask. Dreadnought? The Dreadnought is a massive airship. It's likely they both function on the same principle. Airship? Sid gave up all he had for his airship. His rank, his honor, his family, everything. Mithril? Question mark. So many perished in the Dreadnought's attack. Perhaps it would be best if we surrender to the Empire. Dreadnought. No one knows more about airships than Sid. He was such a fine knight once. Oh, how men change. So I gotta go find Sid. I kind of like the old pixel art though. I remember when I played, I saw the PSP like visual. It just looks too like modern, I guess. I like this old like redrawn pixely look that they have going on here. I think like the actual content of the PSP games though are better. Like how Dawn of Souls had additional dungeons when you beat 1, but the Pixel Remaster removed all that stuff because they wanted to emulate the SNES as much as possible. So content-wise, I know the PSP, PS1, and like Game Boy Advance versions of a lot of games have more stuff, but the Pixel Remasters just kind of like keep to the SNES style, so they have like absolutely nothing in them. Which is funny, because you have to pay again to play a game that has less content than, like, the middle versions of the games that they made, so, whatever. I heard about that. I heard it's actually not that fun, it's mostly just pain. Or just tedious. I made it to the boss, then died. There's also a lot of interesting things about the Pixel Remaster versions that after I beat the Pixel Remaster of 1, I actually talked to a friend and they talked about how the null magic system, it's different, along with like the crits. Also the magic system is different in the Pixel Remaster version, so there's actually a lot that's different in those games, which kind of made it interesting. Like, you have, like, a certain amount of magic that you can only use sometimes. Like, for example, you can only use Cure at the beginning, like, 4 times, and you can't use Cure again until you go to an inn, or use an Ether 6 times. Because an Ether only gave 1 mana back, or 1 spell usage back, so it was really weird. So it made the grind rough. You want an airship, you pay the guy behind me. Let me ask about the Dreadnought. What you want to do is blow up that thing's engine. Do that, and you can bring down the whole overgrown tub. Yeah, so it was the SNES MP mechanic, yeah. Airships are powered by Sunfire. I'm sure the Dreadnought's no different. Learn, Sunfire. Controlling Sunfire is a tricky business. Let the flames get too high, you get a runaway on your hands. The engine will blow sky high. It's the same in FF3. The cast system? Like, you can only use a certain amount of casts. So, I'm actually not playing the SNES... I'm not playing the SNES version of 3. I'm playing the 3D remake, because I heard that that one is arguably the hardest one, but I don't remember if they meant the DS version or the PC version. But I am playing the 3D version of that game. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. Alright, so we learned about Sunfire. We learned about Sid. So we can go back to Hilda. Hilda talked about the Dreadnought and Sid. Everyone in the Altair did, so I'll just go back to Altair now. A lot of back and forth in this game. I don't like the Dreadnought. I haven't been on it yet, so I don't know what to expect, but so far, like I said, this game, the story is interesting. Actual gameplay is not too interesting, and the general interactions haven't been super fun either, so I guess we'll see how everything pans out. They increased the encounter rate so much. Starting from the Dreadnought, or do you just mean in like the version I'm playing? Because the PSP version, like the encounter rate a lot lower. Every 3 years they celebrate a festival of the flame in Kashan. During the festival, the Sunfire is moved to Eagle's torch while its brazier is cleansed. Oh, thanks. Just in the Dreadnought? Oh, okay. So many perish in Dreadnought's attack. Sunfire. Scott sealed the gates of Kashan Keep to protect the Sunfire in the event that they were defeated in battle. You will need the Goddess's Bell to break the seal. Let me learn the Goddess's Bell. The whereabouts of the bell are known only to the Kashan royal family. Well, I'm gonna be curious to see whether or not they change that in the Pixel Remaster, then. The Dreadnought encounter rate. My father's condition has improved greatly, thanks to this. Let me talk about Sunfire. The Sunfire is the crest of the Kingdom of Kashan. Its flame still burns on the ground floor of Kashan Keep. Scott and Gordon have told me many stories concerning the flame. The finer points of the tale are not known to me. However, I seem to recall that the flame cannot be held by just any torch. Sid told us that we might be able to use Sunfire to destroy the Dreadnought. Then there is no time to waste. You must depart for Kashan Keep at once. If you hire Sid's airship, the journey should not take long. That leaves only one question. What can you use to bring the Sunfire back? Let me ask about the Goddess's Bell. I love the music in any Final Fantasy game. One of the reasons I'm playing them. Yes, it's actually one of the reasons I'm playing them as well, is a lot of the music. So I play Final Fantasy 14, and they take a lot of their inspirations from the older Final Fantasy games, along with a lot of Easter eggs. So that actually is what prompted me to go on this elongated journey and project to play all these games. And the music in there is also inspired by these games, so it's been a great time. I've heard Scott and Gordon mention the bell. The gates of Kashan Keep open only to the voice of a Kashan or the ringing of that bell. The bell rests deep within a cavern on the snow plains. It would not be easy to retrieve. So it is your intention to enter the snow cavern very well. If only Gordon were here, there would be no need for you to risk that danger. But he isn't, so you must. There is nothing I can do but pray for your success. Joseph knows the snow plains like the back of his hand. You should seek his counsel. Okay. I'm just singing the music now. I'm excited to play 3 because 3 has one of my favorite Final Fantasy songs, which is Eternal Wind. So, really excited to listen to that. This background overworld music is also really pretty. It's very, like, depressing, I guess. Alright, so I gotta go get to Yosu and sell him. The final dungeon music in this game? I'm excited to hear it. I don't know how long don't know how long this game is. Like, I kind of gauged how long Final Fantasy 1 is, and it's only like, realistically, probably like 7 hours long. Probably like 4 or 5 if you know what you're doing. Minus the encounter rate, obviously, causing you to get screwed over, but if you RNG really good encounter rates and have a good team, probably beat that game in like 6 hours. Wonder how long this game will take. Alright, where am I trying to get to? Salamand. I'll walk. Yes. 3 hours seems realistic as well, if they have the right team comp and know exactly where everything is. They probably also had to... They must have played the Pixel Remastered version, because you have the... You can run in... But do you have auto run in PSP? Or, no, wait. Is there a PSP version? Yeah. I don't think you have auto run in that, and I also don't think you have... like this right here lets you speed like 2 times the speed. I don't want to do that because it's kind of gimmicky and kind of ruins the experience, but you can do that as well. So he probably sped through everything with the auto run and the doubling speed for auto battle. Yeah.